Okay guys, in this session we discuss about the projectile motion on inclined plane. Up to this we discuss the projectile motion on a ground means horizontal plane. Okay, and projectile motion from a tower means from some height. But here we discuss this motion, same motion on inclined plane. If the inclined plane is given to you, then what are you doing? So here we have two cases, up the plane and down the plane. Here two types of motions on inclined plane possible. First one is what? Up the plane, and second one is what? Down the plane. Okay, miss, you just remember this diagram properly. Okay, let's just start with the first one, up the plane. What happened if you consider this type of situation? See, this is the ground and this is inclined plane. This inclination is supposed to be alpha. What is this inclination? Alpha. And you have this object somewhere here, that is your objects. You throw on this objects with some speed v0 at an angle theta, then this object is moving towards up the plane. See, upside of this plane, so we call it is up the plane. So it's moving like this, it's moving like this. Okay, so this type of motion is called a projectile motion on a inclined plane. Okay, so by this way you understand it properly. So here, from here, suppose this object is thrown at time t is equal to 0 and this object is reached somewhere here, then how much time is required? Then this time is called a time of flight. Okay, this distance along the plane, that is called a range r. This is called a range r. So this type of diagram you must be understand. So what happened here actually when you consider this situation, what is the difference between this ground projectile motion on the ground and projectile motion on inclined plane? What is the difference between these two? If you consider the ground to ground projectile motion, then there is horizontal direction, means along the plane direction is a constant velocity and perpendicular constant acceleration. If you consider this situation, then here this acceleration is towards downward side. Here we just choose the direction in this way. This direction is called a positive x and perpendicular direction is called a positive y. For us right now we change the coordinate axis. In case of horizontal projectile motion, from here to here along the plane x direction and perpendicular to the plane y direction. This is our standard one. Okay, but here we change along the plane x direction and perpendicular to the plane y direction. But g is here, so here there's two components of this g is possible. First one is along this one and second one is along this one. Okay, so along x-axis we call acceleration in x direction, along y-axis we call acceleration in y direction. So projectile motion on an inclined plane, in this case both the direction are considered accelerating. Means x direction, along x direction we consider constant acceleration ax, along y direction we consider constant acceleration ay. Okay, so on inclined plane x and y, in x and y direction there is a constant acceleration ax and ay. So there is a constant acceleration ax and ay. So here we consider this, both these motions are constant accelerating motion. In this case this along x direction constant velocity, along y direction constant acceleration. मतलब यहाँ पे ऐसा था, इस केस में यही डिफरेंस है, दोनों ही constant acceleration है, ax as well as ay. Do you understand? So this is the case of the up the plane. How now if you have to finding out this ax and ay, just we just find it, but first we discuss about the down the plane. So what is the second one? Down the plane. If you consider this situation, then diagram is exactly opposite of this one. Let's see, suppose inclination is what? Alpha. An object is thrown from somewhere here like this, v0, its angle is what? Theta. its angle is what? Theta. So here this direction is considered as a x and this direction is considered as a y as per this standard situation. Okay, if whatever this direction of motion, if you are moving like this, then this one is x, this one is y, means direction parallel to the inclined plane is x and perpendicular to the inclined plane is y. Here also I am taking this one, say parallel to the inclined plane direction is which one? X, and perpendicular to the inclined plane is which one? Y. Okay, so you just choose in this way. So here also you have some gravitational acceleration towards downward direction g. So g having this two components. Okay, you just taking this two component of g. First one is along the plane, second one is perpendicular to the plane. This one is ax and this one is ay. If you consider this situation, then this object is move in such a way, see. Okay, and it's reached somewhere here. And it is reached somewhere here. So this one is called a range. And if you throw this objects at t is equal to 0 and it is reached somewhere here at t, then this time is called a time of flight. This time क्या बोला time of flight. If you consider the up the plane or the down the plane, time of flight is same. Only range is different. Only range is different. So first note for this both, time of flight in both cases is same, but here v naught, theta and alpha must be required to be same, otherwise not. Okay, so time of flight in this both case is same. In this case v naught, alpha and theta is same. अगर आप ये सेम रखते हो तो फिर टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट सेम रहेगा, but range is different. We derive this relation, don't worry about this, but you must be note it. If you consider up the plane or down the plane, time of flight is same when this whole are same and the range is different. Okay, in this both case range is different. So this one, now how you just derive this relation of g, ay and ax. G, ay and ax. Let's say I am just write some means you understand how to just find the different component along x axis and y axis. Okay, acceleration component and this figure. Okay, let's we just find this ax and ay here. I'm just drawing the same figure whatever I drawing here. That's a horizontal plane, inclined plane. Angle is how much? Alpha. Now g is towards downward direction, so here let's draw this. G is towards downward direction, so this one is what? G. Okay, ax is parallel to this inclined plane, so ax is somewhere here parallel to the inclined plane, and ay is perpendicular to this inclined plane, so ay is perpendicular to the inclined plane, this one. Okay, and this I am just drawing this figure, you must be understand it. Now what is this angle between this inclined plane and this one? As we discussed here, this axis is x and this one is y, so angle is what? 90 degree. So this total angle is 90 degree. टोटल एंगल कितना हुआ? 90. तो फिर ए एंगल कितना हुआ? 90 माइनस अल्फा कितना हुआ? 90 माइनस अल्फा. नाउ दिस हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड वर्टिकल इट्स टोटल 90. Okay, if it is 90 minus alpha, then this angle is how much? Alpha. So ay is the adjacent component of g and ax is a opponent component of g. So what is ay here? So ay is a adjacent component of alpha. मतलब adjacent component cos होता, so ay is equal to g cos alpha. Ax is equal to opponent component, so that is g sin alpha. Now choose the direction. This one is positive x, it means this one is negative x, sorry, positive y, so this one is negative y, so minus g cos alpha. That is positive x, so it's opposite side. Opposite means negative x, so here it is minus g sin alpha. So in this way you getting this answer of ax and ay. Then after use the constant accelerating motion equation. Okay, x minus x0 is equal to v naught x into t plus 1/2 ax into t square. Vx is equal to v0 plus ax into t, and so on. Similarly, you use the same equation for the y direction. But before you just using this equation, you must be understand how to draw the figure and how the components are taking here. Now the next one, here also velocity is given. See, velocity is given. So how you just taking the velocity component? So along this plane and perpendicular to the plane, you just take the component of v naught. So what is v naught x? So for us, v naught x is equal to adjacent component. So v naught cos theta, and that is v naught y is equal to v naught sin theta. So here it is v naught x and v naught y. Okay, similar way, how you just taking these components here along x direction, along y direction. So this actual figure is like this. See, angle is what? Theta. I'm just drawing this figure here. Okay. Now what is this? V naught cos theta. And what is this? V naught sin theta. Okay, v naught cos theta and v naught sin theta. This velocity is along x-axis, so it is called a v naught x, and this one is along y-axis, so it is called a v naught y. So in this way, you just take a component of v also, and then after use the constant accelerating equation. Okay, all of you guys note this. Then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay guys, let's come to this discuss case 1, up the plane. If you consider this motion of the inclined plane, then time of flight is given by this equation. Tf is equal to 2v naught sin theta upon g cos alpha. Range is given as r is equal to 2v naught square sin theta upon g cos square alpha into cos alpha plus theta. And you want a maximum range by changing the theta, and v naught is constant. Condition for maximum range only when v naught is what? Constant. If you throw those objects at a different angle, then for which angle you get the maximum range, then theta is given as a pi by 4 minus alpha by 2. Okay, so if you throw this projectile at this angle, then you get the maximum range. Similar for ground projectile motion, what happen? If you throw the objects at pi by 4, then you get the maximum range. On inclined plane, this one. Okay, we just derive some of this relation, so your idea will be clear. So proof. You just draw this figure up the plane. Okay, so let's consider, suppose this is what? Alpha. Now your objects is somewhere here. You throw these objects with the speed v naught at an angle theta with the inclined plane. Okay, so it is moves in such a way like this. Okay, so let's consider this axis is x and this one is a y for us. So this horizontal inclined distance means distance on a plane, it's called a range r. Okay, from here to here, that's time is called a time of flight, this one. In this case, you just taking a component of g also, so that is what? G. Take this component of v naught along the horizontal plane. V naught x is equal to v naught cos theta and perpendicular this plane. So v naught y is equal to v naught sin theta. Okay, so these are the two components. Now component of acceleration down the plane, that is ax, and perpendicular to the plane, that is ay. If this angle is alpha, it means this one is what? Again alpha, as we discussed. Okay, so ay is equal to what? G cos alpha, and ax is equal to what? G sin alpha. Okay, actually we did discuss about this acceleration, but you consider like this. If this is a g, here the first component, here the second component, this angle is what? Alpha. It means it is what? 90 minus alpha. It means it is what? Alpha. So adjacent component g cos alpha, opponent component g sin alpha. Okay, so adjacent component g cos alpha, opponent component g sin alpha. We also put this sine of this acceleration and velocity. So write down the first all this data to get this answer. So from this, velocity is positive, so we here v naught x is equal to v naught cos theta, v naught y is equal to v naught sin theta given. Okay, but what about ax? So ax is negative side because it is positive one, so that's one negative. So ax is equal to minus g sin alpha. What about ay? Minus g cos alpha. So ay is equal to minus g cos alpha. This is the situation. Now how you get the time of flight? So time of flight is depends on a perpendicular side. Okay, so it depends on a y. So if object is moves from here to here, it's covers some displacement along x-axis. But what about y-axis? See, its initial position is this one, final position is this one, means it starts from 0 0. Okay, and it reaches somewhere here, so y coordinate is again 0. Okay, so how we get this time of flight? If you want a time of flight, first case, then you just listed out the data along the y-axis. Okay, so y0 is equal to 0, y is again 0. Why? It's come back to the same position, means it's come back on x-axis, so y is also what? 0. What is v naught y? So v naught y is writing here v naught sin theta. What is ay? Ay is minus g cos alpha, and time is finding out. So time is find out. So which is useful? Just tell me which is useful equation. So answer is this one, y minus y naught is equal to v naught yt plus 1/2 ayt square. So y and y naught both are 0, so put it is equal to 0. v naught y, v naught sin theta, v naught sin theta, time is equal to what? Time of flight, plus 1/2 ay is equal to what? Minus g cos alpha, minus g cos alpha t square, so time of flight square. Yes or no? So see, if anything is cancel out, then cancel it. So one time of flight is cancel out, here the square, so it's cancel out, and take this negative terms left hand side. So what is our answer? G cos alpha into time of flight upon 2 is equal to right hand side v naught sin theta. Find the time of flight from this equation. So what do you get finally? So our answer of the time of flight is equal to, so time of flight is equal to 2v naught sin theta upon g cos alpha. So this is our answer. You just see this equation, 2v naught sin theta upon g cos alpha. By this way you getting this answer. Okay, what you doing for range? So for range you just apply the rule along x-axis. Okay, so for range you just write down the given data along x-axis. So what is x naught? 0. What is x? r. Okay, यहाँ से यहाँ आया तो फिर x कितना हुआ? r. What is v naught x? v naught x is equal to what? v naught cos theta. So v naught cos theta. What is ax? So ax is equal to minus g sin alpha. So minus g sin alpha. What is t? T is the time of flight. T is what actually? Time of flight, and we have to find this r. So which equation is useful? So use this x direction. X minus x naught is equal to v naught xt plus 1/2 ax into t square. Put the all values. Okay, so this one is equal to r. v naught x is v naught cos theta. So v naught cos theta into t means time of flight. Time of flight कितना यही है. So 2v naught sin theta upon g cos alpha. G cos alpha plus 1/2. What is ax? Ax is equal to minus g sin alpha. So minus g sin alpha, and t square means time of flight square. Again this one square, take a square. So 2 square 4. V naught square sin square theta upon g square cos square alpha. Means I am just taking a square. Okay, you just take a common out. In most of the data you just taking a common out. if anything is common. Okay, so see, v naught into v naught square, and here v naught square, and this 2 here is 2 and 2 cancel out, so 2 is present here, 2 is present here, so 2v naught square cos, so 2v naught square common out, so r is equal to 2v naught square common out from the numerator. Here the g square cos square alpha is present, but here 1 g is cancel out, so g is again common out from the denominator, here g, so g common. ओके, यहाँ पर cos square alpha, यहाँ पे cos alpha है, उसका हम सिंप्लीफाई कर दे. So what is this remaining? Here sin theta, here sin theta, so one sin theta is common out, so sin theta is also common out. You just write the remaining term, v naught common, cos theta remaining, so cos theta remaining upon cos alpha remaining, this one cos theta and cos alpha. यहाँ पे कितने बाकी है, माइनस, सो माइनस साइन अल्फा, so sin alpha, one sin theta is common out, so one sin theta is remaining upon cos square alpha. ऐसा हो गया. If you want to take a cos square common out, so you just multiply by cos alpha, divide by cos alpha. Okay, so in denominator cos alpha common out. So what is final answer of this r? So r is equal to 2v naught square sin theta upon g cos square alpha in bracket cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta. This is trigonometric equation of a cos alpha plus theta, means cos a plus b. Okay, what is cos a plus b? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So here a is equal to alpha, b is equal to theta. So what is finally range r? So r is equal to 2v naught square sin theta upon g cos square alpha. This full bracket is equal to what? Cos alpha plus theta. This is trigonometry equation. Okay, so our answer is this one. R is equal to 2v naught square sin theta upon g cos square alpha into cos alpha plus theta. So you getting this. Okay, now if you want this r is maximum, अगर आपको r maximum चाहिए तो फिर इसमें इतना टर्म maximum करना होगा. देखो r is v naught square and this all are constant. Okay, v naught square, here v naught square, g is constant, alpha is constant. You just find the theta. So if you want the r maximum, then you just take sin theta into cos alpha plus theta. This terms becomes maximum. अगर ए टर्म्स मैक्सिमम है तो फिर आर भी मैक्सिमम होगा. इस टर्म्स को आपको मैक्सिमम करना है तो आप क्या करोगे, इस टर्म को आपको मैक्सिमम करना है तो आप क्या करोगे, यू जस्ट अप्लाई सम रूल्स ऑफ दिस ट्रिगोनोमेट्री एंड यू गेटिंग दिस फाइनल आंसर. ओके, बट हाउ वी जस्ट सॉल्व आउट दिस? सो अगेन यू राइट द सेम इक्वेशन. Okay, to simplify this, and you just take 2 here, so 2 sin theta into cos alpha plus theta, it is equal to 2 sin theta into cos alpha plus theta means what? Cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta. ओके, सो इसका सिंप्लीफाई करो फिर से. 2 sin theta into cos theta sin 2 theta, so cos alpha sin 2 theta minus 2 sin theta into sin theta, 2 sin square theta into sin alpha. थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई और करो, so cos alpha into sin 2 theta minus 2 sin square theta is called 1 minus cos 2 theta. Trigonometry equation again, 2 sin square theta is called 1 minus cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta का इक्वेशन क्या है? Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. इस इक्वेशन है, इसमें 2 sin square theta को फाइंड करो तो 1 minus cos 2 theta into sin alpha. तो फिर आंसर क्या आ गया? देखो इसका सिंप्लीफाई करो तो cos alpha sin 2 theta, cos alpha sin 2 theta minus 1 minus cos 2 theta. एक्चुअली यहाँ पे इसको मल्टीप्लाई भी करो, माइनस साइन अल्फा माइनस माइनस प्लस साइन अल्फा कॉस 2 थीटा. इसको आप देखो cos alpha sin 2 theta sin alpha cos 2 theta. That's the equation of sine. Okay, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. ओके, तो इसका हो गया, इट इज इक्वल टू इसका इसका क्या हो गया, साइन, इफ साइन ए प्लस बी, अगर आपके पास ऐसा कोई इक्वेशन है साइन ए प्लस बी, तो आप इसको लिख सकते हो साइन ए कॉस बी प्लस कॉस ए साइन बी. तो यहां पे ऐसा ही है, कॉस ए साइन बी प्लस साइन ए कॉस बी, मतलब एक ही जगह पे आप अल्फा रख दो, बी की जगह पे आप 2 थीटा रख दो, तो आंसर क्या हो जाएगा, साइन अल्फा प्लस 2 थीटा माइनस साइन अल्फा. अगर आपको ये मैक्सिमम चाहिए, अगर आपको ये मैक्सिमम चाहिए तो इसमें क्या मैक्स, क्योंकि ये तो कांस्टेंट है तो फिर यही मैक्सिमम होना चाहिए. व्हेन द साइन थीटा इज मैक्सिमम, what is the maximum value of sine? That is a 90 pi by 2. So it means from this equation alpha plus 2 theta must be is equal to pi by 2. alpha plus 2 theta की मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितनी होनी चाहिए, pi by 2. ठीक है, तो आप इस तरह से आपको यह लिख सकते हो. तो इसमें से थीटा फाइंड करो. सो 2 थीटा साइन इज मैक्सिमम फॉर पाई बाई 2. ये आपको पता ही होगा, साइन पाई बाई 2 इज इक्वल टू 1 होता है. तो मतलब जो भी एंगल है उसकी वैल्यू कितनी होनी चाहिए, पाई बाई 2. 2 थीटा फाइंड करो तो इज इक्वल टू पाई बाई 2 माइनस अल्फा, तो थीटा हो जाएगा पाई बाई 4 माइनस अल्फा बाई 2. दिस इज द रिक्वायर्ड कंडीशन ऑफ थीटा टू गेट द मैक्सिमम आर. अगर आपको आर मैक्सिमम चाहिए तो फिर ए मैक्सिमम होना चाहिए. ठीक है, मतलब इस तरह से आप, मतलब काफ़ी टाइम जेडब्ल्यू में से थियोरिटिकल क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. एंड दिस टॉपिक इंक्लाइन प्लेन इज मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आस्किंग इन अ जेडब्ल्यू एग्जामिनेशन. ओके, सो दिस इज द मोशन along the plane, that is the motion along the plane. Okay, but which one, inclined plane, up the plane. And you remember this all the theory, and you note this theory in books, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay guys, now the second case, down the plane. In this case time of flight is same, 2v naught sin theta upon g cos alpha as with this one. Okay, so this one is a same, but if you think about range, then range is equal to 2v naught square sin theta upon g cos square alpha into cos alpha minus theta. In up the plane that is cos alpha plus theta, here it is alpha minus theta. Okay, so you just try to derive this relation by yourself. I am just drawing here figure and write the component. You apply the constant accelerating motion along x axis and y axis and you derive this relation. Okay, that is in homework, but let's I am drawing the diagram of this one. So let's consider, suppose it is a plane, angle is what, alpha. What is angle, alpha. Here this objects is thrown with the speed v naught at an angle theta. So it's a move like this. Okay, so here this object reach somewhere here, that is a range r, and from here to here we consider this axis along the plane x axis, and here it is y axis. So first you take this component of velocity. So v naught x is equal to v naught cos theta, and here v naught y is equal to v naught sin theta. Now take a component of g. So how you just getting this answer? So that is a g. Here towards the downward side there is a g. Again here is a two component. First one is along the plane and second one is perpendicular to the plane. So ax and ay like this, ax and ay. If you consider this situation, अगर आप इस सिचुएशन को कंसिडर करते हो तो फिर यहाँ से देखो इस तरह से हो जाएगा. ओके, मैं अलग से ट्रायंगल बना रहा हूँ क्योंकि यहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे डेटा लिखे हुए हैं. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया ax. व्हाट इज दिस एंगल, अल्फा. सो दिस एंगल इज आल्सो अल्फा. ये 90 है, तो ये कितना हुआ, पाई बाई 2 माइनस अल्फा, तो फिर ये क्या हो जाएगा, अल्फा. ठीक है, This one is alpha. It means this triangle here it is 90. So this one is pi by 2 minus alpha. तो फिर ये क्या होगा, अल्फा होगा क्योंकि ये दोनों परपेंडिकुलर है. तो ए वाई क्या हो जाएगा इसमें, what is ay? So ay is on a negative y axis, that's positive y. So here it is negative y. So ay is equal to minus g, an adjacent component, so cos alpha. And what about ax? So ax is a opponent component, so g sin alpha. But you see the direction, that's a positive x, and here also both same one, so it is a plus. So this is the acceleration along x and y direction. And what about velocity? So v naught x is equal to plus v naught cos theta, and v naught y is equal to plus v naught sin theta. So these are the required data. Okay, when you derive this relation, use this data and apply this constant accelerating motion along x-axis and along y-axis, you getting this answer. Okay, all of you guys note this figure in your books and try to derive this relation by yourself. Okay, note it. Okay, let's solve one example which is based on a projectile motion on an inclined plane. Here the see this figure is given in a problem statement, and what is the statement? An inclined plane makes an angle theta is equal to 45 with horizontal. So this angle is what, 45 with a horizontal. A stone is projected normally from this inclined plane. So this we here consider the stone. The stone is projected normally, so angle 90 degree with this initial speed. Initial speed is given as a v naught is equal to what, u. It is given v naught is equal to what, u. It is given in a problem statement. And at t is equal to 0, मतलब यहाँ से जब ये थ्रो होता है तब टाइम कितना है, t is equal to 0. So what we have to find, x and y axis drawn in a figure. So this along this plane, that's x axis, and perpendicular, that's a y axis. It's given in a figure. Okay, so that's one is here. And what we have to find here, the length of inclined plane is supposed sufficient to land on it. मतलब ये जब ऑब्जेक्ट से यहाँ पे आएगा तो उस पे ही आने वाला, ऐसा बोला है. ठीक है. So find the number of data. First one, find the instant of time at which velocity of stone is parallel to x-axis. मतलब first data find करना है, velocity is parallel to एक्स एक्सिस. एक कौन सा टाइम पे होगा, क्या फाइंड करना है, टाइम when this velocity of objects is becomes parallel to x-axis. So let's we draw some data here. Okay, so our idea will be clear. That's x-axis, here it is y-axis. So this object is just moving like this, we don't know, we just draw the path. So object is just moving in such a way. Okay, so if you consider this situation, then first you just give some data. So here what about v naught x 0. Okay, perpendicular component है, एक component मिलेगा ही नहीं. So a क्या होगा, u is equal to actually what, v naught y हो गया. u is equal to actually, क्योंकि वो y डायरेक्शन में ही है, x डायरेक्शन में वेलोसिटी है ही नहीं, तो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी हो गई 0. ये हो गई. Now just take a component of g. So g is actually downward. G is actually downward. Take a component of g along x-axis. So this component is ax, and along y-axis. So this component is ay. Yes or no? How much this angle? 45. Means angle with the horizontal and this line is 45. So if you draw here horizontal, so this angle is 45, this angle is 40, this angle is 45. So what about ax and ay? So here ax is equal to ay. Actually we write this one plus or minus. So ax is equal to g cos 45 is equal to what, g upon root 2. And what about ay? It is again a g sin 45. It means this is also equal to g by root 2. Now gives the sign. See, direction of x and direction of x both are same, means it is a plus. Now direction of ay and direction of y both are opposite. See, so this one is a minus minus. So minus g sin 40 minus g by root 2. So all the status I am writing here. Now what is this question? At what time velocity is parallel to x-axis? At what time velocity is parallel to x-axis? What is the meaning of this? Suppose it is x-axis. When object is somewhere here, its velocity is along this direction. Okay, so Vx, it means if velocity is parallel to x-axis, it means Vy becomes 0. When velocity is parallel to x-axis, it means there is no any vertical component. The vertical component of velocity becomes 0. The vertical component of velocity becomes 0. This is called a parallel to x-axis. So when this is happening, this V is actually Vxi. V क्या हो जाएगा? Vxi. So what is net velocity actually? Net velocity generally given like this, Vxi plus Vyj. So when velocity is parallel to x-axis, y component of velocity becomes 0. अगर आप y component ये करते हो तो फिर y का इक्वेशन रखो, Vy is equal to V naught y plus Ay into t. So Vy रख दो 0. V naught y कितना है देखो, V naught y है u, so it is equal to u plus Ay कितना है, Ay is equal to minus g by root 2, so minus g by root 2 into t. इसमें से t फाइंड करो तो क्या आ जाएगा आंसर, t is comes on the right hand side. Okay, so g by root 2 into t is equal to u. So from this t is equal to root 2u upon g. At this time when this t becomes root 2u upon g, the velocity of this object is parallel to x-axis. Okay, all of you guys note this first one, then after we solve the second one. Okay, note it. Okay, second problem is what? The instant of time at which velocity of stone makes an angle theta is equal to 45 degree with the positive x-axis. So we have to find the time. At what time when theta is equal to 45 degree with x-axis, ऐसा कुछ फाइंड करना है. ठीक है, तो पता नहीं है कहीं कहाँ पे होगा. Let's consider any situation. If objects is moving from moving from here to here, it's moving like this, and at somewhere when it is reached somewhere here we don't know, and when it is reached somewhere here, its velocity is along this direction. Its velocity is along this direction. So here that's a v. So here two component. First component is what? Vx, and second component is what? Vy. So this net velocity is at angle 45 degree with x-axis. So x-axis means this one. It means this one. So when this angle theta becomes what? 45 degree. अगर ये theta 45 होता है तो वो कौन सा टाइम पे होगा? At what time we get we want the time. So if theta is equal to 45 degree, so from the figure what you have to write down, tan 45 is equal, when tan theta is equal to opponent upon adjacent. So from this figure tan 45 is equal to Vy upon Vx. Tan 45 is equal to what? Vy upon Vx is equal to what? 1. It is equal to what? 1. So we compare this value. So what is our answer? See, Vy is equal to Vx. Put the value of Vy. What is Vy? V naught y plus Ay into t is equal to V naught x plus Ax into t. Okay, so what is this answer? What is V naught y? V naught y is a u plus what is Ay? Minus g by root 2. So minus g by root 2 into t. t फाइंड करना है तो t ऐसे रखो. V naught x कितना है? 0 plus x कितना है? x is equal to g by root 2. So g by root 2 into t. This minus g by root 2 comes in a right hand side. It becomes plus g by root 2. So g by root 2 plus g by root 2, 2g by root 2. So 2 into g by root 2 into t is equal to what? U. If anything is cancel out, then cancel it. Root 2 cancel. root 2 cancel. So what is answer? So root 2 into g into t is equal to u. t फाइंड करो तो आंसर हो जाएगा u upon root 2 g. Means when the time is becomes u upon root 2 g, the velocity along x-axis and magnitude of velocity along x-axis and magnitude of velocity along y-axis both are becomes same, and the theta with the x-axis becomes 45 degree. All of you guys note this, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay, next one, time of flight on an inclined plane. So we have to finding out the time of flight. We have to finding out the time of flight. What is time of flight? So time of flight is equal to 2v naught sin theta upon g cos alpha, as we did it. Here theta is equal to 90 degrees. See, it's project at an angle 90 degrees. Okay, so here this angle is what? 90 degree. This angle is what? 90. So what is answer? 2u into sin 91 upon g cos alpha. अल्फा इसको लेते हैं हम इक्वेशन में, इसको क्या लेते हैं हम? अल्फा. एक्चुअली फिगर में इसको थीटा दिया है, लेकिन ओरिजिनल सिंबल आप यूज करो तो इसको लेते हैं हम अल्फा. तो इसमें रख दो अल्फा 45 डिग्री. सो cos 45 हो गया 1 upon root 2. Denominator comes in the numerator. So time of flight becomes 2 root 2u upon g. That is the first method to get the answer. ये फर्स्ट मेथड है, डायरेक्ट इक्वेशन का यूज करो आप आंसर लिख सकते हो. नाउ व्हाट इज द सेकंड मेथड? सी व्हाट इज द सेकंड मेथड? मेथड नंबर 2. आप डायरेक्टली इक्वेशन का यूज करो. इक्वेशन याद रखना नहीं है, सिर्फ इक्वेशन का यूज करना ही सीखना है, ठीक है. इसमें तो फिर इसमें आप अप्लाई करो y माइनस वाई नॉट इज इक्वल टू वी नॉट वाई टी प्लस 1/2 ए वाई टी स्क्वायर. सो y माइनस वाई नॉट क्या हो जाएगा? 0, क्योंकि यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ यहाँ पे वापिस आया, तो फिर y में डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितना हो गया? 0. तो 0 इज इक्वल टू वी नॉट वाई कितना है? u. टाइम कितना हो जाएगा? टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट प्लस 1/2. ए वाई कितना है? माइनस जी बाई रूट 2. सो माइनस g by root 2 into time of flight square. One time of flight is cancel here. One time of flight cancel here. This terms comes in a left hand side. So what is the answer? G upon 2 root 2 into time of flight is equal to, इसमें से time of flight find करो. So time of flight हो गया 2 root 2 u upon g. 2 root 2 u अपॉन जी. आपको सेकेंड मेथड ही फॉलो करने, इक्वेशन याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है. तो दोनों में आंसर सेम आता है. मतलब यहाँ पे जब ऑब्जेक्ट आएगा सो टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट कितना हो जाएगा? 2 root 2 u अपॉन जी. इस तरह से अपना आंसर है, ठीक है. सो ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस नोट दिस, देन आफ्टर वी आर गो टू दिस नेक्स्ट वन. नोट इट. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन D. At the time instant, again we have to finding out the time. Okay, but what with time? Instant time till which reach the starting from t is equal to 0. Component of displacement along x-axis is half of the range on an inclined plane. मतलब हमें ऐसा कोई टाइम फाइंड करना है जब ये ऑब्जेक्ट्स एक्स एक्सिस पे, मतलब कि इस पे एक्सिस पे कहाँ पे पहुंचे? हाफ ऑफ द रेंज. ए टोटल रेंज है तो फिर हाफ रेंज यहाँ पे हो गई सपोज r/2. तो हमें ए पोजीशन फाइंड करनी, मतलब जब ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे पहुंचेगा वो टाइम फाइंड करना है. ओके, मतलब r/2 डिस्टेंस जब कवर करेगा उसमें उतना डिस्टेंस हमको फाइंड करना है. तो पहले तो r कितना है यही पता नहीं है, तो r फाइंड करो पहले. ओके, हाउ वी जस्ट गेटिंग दिस r? सो यूज दिस x एक्सिस. सो x माइनस x नॉट इज इक्वल टू v नॉट x t प्लस 1/2 ax इंटू टी स्क्वायर. तो पहले r फाइंड करते हैं, उसके बाद उसका हाफ कर लेंगे, ठीक है. सो r is equal to x when this object is reached from here to here. How much total distance covered along x axis? r. So r is equal to, what is v naught x? 0. v naught x है ही नहीं, देखो v naught x इतना है 0, तो हो गया 0 प्लस 1/2. What is ax? Ax is equal to g by root 2. So put here g by root 2 into t is actually what? Time of flight. So time of flight square. So what is the final range? So r is equal to g upon 2 root 2 into टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट्स का स्क्वायर करो तो 2 root 2 u का स्क्वायर. सो 2 root 2u square upon g square. So 1g cancel out, 2 root 2 cancel, here square है तो एक बाकी रहेगा, तो फिर r क्या हो जाएगा, r is equal to 2 root 2 u square upon g. This is what r. But what we have to want here, time when x is becomes r by 2, हमें तो ये फाइंड करना है. Time when the x is becomes r by 2, use the same relation but put x is equal to r by 2 here. So second time do the same calculation. Okay, when x is equal to r by 2 फाइंड t, ये अपना क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है, डी प्रॉब्लम यही है. तो फिर इस सेम इक्वेशन को फिर से यूज करो, x माइनस एक्स नॉट इज इक्वल टू वी नॉट एक्स टी प्लस 1/2 ax into t square. Put the all values. So x is equal to r by 2, x is equal to r by 2, x naught 0 is equal to v naught xt 0 plus 1/2 ax is equal to what, plus g by root 2. So g by root 2, टाइम फाइंड करना है तो t स्क्वायर. सभी वैल्यू रख दो, r की वैल्यू यहाँ पे रख दो, चलो तो हो जाएगा 2 root 2 u square upon g and at 2, so at this one, okay, it is equal to g upon 2 root 2 into t square. So if anything is cancelled, then cancel it. Here this 2 is cancelled out. Okay, now find the t square from this equation. So t square is equal to 2 into root 2 into root 2. So root 2 into root 2, 2, 2 into 2, 4. So 4 u square and g into g square, so upon g square. So under root ले लो तो t is equal to 2u upon g. So when the time becomes 2u upon g, this half distance is covered on the x-axis. Half of the range, actually how much distance is covered, r by 2 on the x-axis. Okay, so this is our last answer. Okay, all of you guys note this example properly in your books and you understand it properly. You only use the equation, you are not remember any equation. Okay, whenever this type of questions asked in examination, then you just using this type of relation, constant accelerating motion equation along x-axis and y-axis separately. Okay, note this, then after we are go to this next one.